Okay. Hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. This is Eunice White, and I'm the hostess of an interview with. And tonight we are interviewing with Theo, Mr. Entertainment, Huff. And he is one of the best out there R&B, Southern Soul, and Blues singer hailing from Chicago, Illinois. So we are here tonight to learn all about Mr. Theo, all about Mr. Entertainment, and all about Mr. Huff, his past, present, and future. And talk about this man have a wonderful bio, a wonderful resume. So I can't wait to get into, more of what he, have to offer in his upcoming events. But first, before we get started, I want to thank everybody for tuning in. And some of the videos you just saw a few minutes ago are all products of our sponsors tonight. That's Armstrong International Media, also known as AIM, aiming for the collective, aiming for the culture, and also Untapped Music Radio and Untapped Talent Records. These two sponsors are the reason why I'm here, and I'm so grateful for their support, and I'm so grateful for what they're doing for the community, for the collective, and for the culture. You'll learn a little bit more about them during the interview. But thank you to everybody for coming on board. Please share this live. This is Facebook Live and YouTube Live. Please share the live. Let everybody know what's happening because we are entertaining a legend. And when I say a legend, yeah, he's a legend. Somebody passed him the baton and he took it and he's been running ever since. And this man is a known Southern blues singer. Absolutely a wonderful talent. And I'm so glad that he took time to be on this show tonight. So, hello, Mr. Theo, Mr.
How you doing?
Entertainment, and Mr. How you
You
doing?
doing? I'm doing all
Doing
right.
all right. Now, let me
I'm,
tell you guys, he and I spoke a little earlier, and I mean, he literally is pretty much booked with shows all the way until almost the fall. August, September. So for him to take time out to talk to me tonight, and I know he's tired because he just did a show just this past weekend. I just want to say thank you so much, Mr. Huff, for coming through and hanging out with us and just sharing with that world, that untapped audience, and sharing with the world all about yourself and what you have going on.
well, I just first of all, I would like to say thank you, Miss Eunice, for this opportunity. And I mean, I'm just blessed to be able to do it. Thanking God for blessing me with the gift to be able to touch so many people. Hearts. And I'm gonna try to do it to the best of my ability.
Well, that is so nice. I want to ask you again. Your bio is absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. You're a well-rounded person. You've been all around the world performing and doing what you're doing best, and that is singing that beautiful blues. When did
Yes.
you fall in love with that? With the blues music, Southern
Well,
soul?
I mean, we try to mix it up with rhythm and blues and pop and all that. But the thing is, I fell in love with it at an early age.
Mm-hmm.
I fell in love with an early age at the age of about 8 years old. Uh, then I started off in church. Um, at the age of 14, that's when I start doing it professionally.
Mm-hmm.
But
And who were you? Mm-hmm.
hmm but the thing is about it, I just, God blessed me to start going to different places, and I did not know that I grabbed a lot of people attention at an early age, so that's what motivated me to keep going.
So did you hear this music because your parents played the music? Or did you hear this music because you went down south and to a family reunion? That's what they were playing down there. I mean, how did you get into this music? How did you learn about it?
Man, well, my stepfather was playing it, my mother and my family, and I just got sprung off the music. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And so when you were listening to the music, how did it speak to your spirit, like to the point where you were like, oh my God, I want to perform this music someday?
Well, when it came down to the rhythm and blues and stuff, I fell in love with the stories because it teaches you a life, period. Kind of teach you what to do, what not to do, what to watch out for. If you really pay attention, the blues is telling you about life. So That's
Okay.
what made me fall in love with the blues.
That's interesting. So you said the blues is telling you about life. So
Hmm
who were your greatest, I guess, which artists influenced you?
I ain't no say blues artist, but
That's
what
okay.
that influenced me was Tyrone Davis, Johnny Taylor, uh, and I mean like them like was my idols. Uh,
Okay.
also, you can't leave out Ronald Isley, the Isley
Ooh,
brothers.
all right now.
That's one of them. You know, that's a alive, I should say. But
Okay.
growing up, listen to great music and music that cannot be replaced. Then that's the type of music I grew up listening to.
Okay. And you mentioned that, and that's very interesting. You stated you said this music teaches you about life, because everybody we're learning lessons from someone else's blues, basically, right? Is what you're trying to
That's,
say. Yeah, okay.
hmm
So between Tyrone Davis and Johnny Taylor and Ronald Isley, can you pick up like one thing, one trait that you like between the three? That's different between the three. Something you picked up from Tyrone Davis. What did you just?
but
How did you?
Tyrone, he was smooth, you know, and he
Mhm,
was clean. I mean, he stayed clean, sharp. When he hit the
mhm.
stage, you know, he didn't have to say nothing. The people started screaming because he was clean. You
Okay.
know, so that's like one of the traits that when you come on stage, man, you got to bring your tools. You can't be hitting the stage and matching. I mean, like falling in line with everybody in the crowd. You got to look different. People
Mhm,
pay to see people look unique. You know what I'm saying?
mhm,
Don't
mhm,
be yourself on that stage. You
mhm.
got to be yourself. You know,
Okay. Okay. Then what about Johnny Taylor?
Johnny Taylor, his runs, man. I mean, I would say with Johnny Taylor, I would say Sam Cooke more than Johnny Taylor.
Okay.
Because Johnny got it from Sam Cooke, I should say.
Okay.
But
Okay. Okay.
you know, both of them is greats to me, you know.
Yeah.
So Johnny just had a little, you know, little style about himself was smooth. I mean, all them cats was cool and smooth. And
Hmm.
them cats knew how to conduct themselves on stage. They know
Hmm.
how to work stage. And when in order to be great, you got to learn from the best. So
That's so
just
true.
try to take notes and mix it with my style. So it ain't completely taking what they had, but I'm just taking a little bit of them and mixing it up with myself. That's it.
Okay. And then Ronald Isley, what did you admire most about Ronald Isley that you were able to utilize in your makeup?
Ronald Isley
Ronald bad.
is the man. He is the man. I
Yeah.
mean, some that can last from the 50s all the way to now.
Today. Yes, sir. That's
I
gonna be
don't know.
you. That's you.
I
That's gonna
mean,
be you.
I'm
Yeah.
praying, but
That's gonna be you.
hey, it speaks for itself. The man had a whole lot of. He got a lot of hits. He got
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
much hit. It's impossible for him to sing it in one concert.
It is impossible. I don't know if you remember or if you had a chance to watch the verses when they were the Isley brothers were versus the Earth, Wind, and Fire. That was
Oh
like the best concert ever. And when they
yeah,
were singing songs from way back in the day, all the way until now, both groups fire. That was a fire versus, and those brothers were still looking good after all these years. And rest in
yeah,
peace to the ones that had gone on, but they were still holding down. They were holding it down. That was like the best verses. So if you want to see a good verses, you definitely better go on YouTube and Google the verses between Earth, Wind, and Fire and the Isley Brothers. And it really is not verses, but it was a concert. It was beautiful. It was beautiful.
it was a
Yeah,
reunion between both of them. You
big
know,
time. Yeah,
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 yeah. So that is so good. So let's talk about your style, because you
mm,
definitely said you kind of infused those influences between Tyrone Davis, Johnny Taylor, and Ronald Isley. Let's talk about Theo, Mr. Entertainment Huff style when it comes to singing the blues,
yeah.
Southern soul music. What's up?
Well, my thing is to bring something different to the table.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the people something that they have not experienced in a long time. That's my goal. I
Mm-hmm.
love music. I love watching other people doing their thing, but
Mm-hmm.
I love to be unique. I love to be Theo Huff,
Yeah.
you know. And when I'm on the stage, I pray before I hit the stage, and God let him have his way.
Okay. That sounds real good. That's the best way to go, I'm sure. And you give everyone a wonderful show. So definitely getting their money's worth.
Yes, ma'am.
So so I'm looking at your bio, going back to your bio for a second. And you're also an actor. You're doing stage performances or musical. Do you want to talk a little bit about that and how you got started?
Yes, I got started by one of my mentors. His name is Jimmy Tillman Sr. Uh, he took me under his wings at a young age since when I was in high school, and he introduced me to the Black Ensemble Theater,
Mm-hmm.
which the founder and the CEO is Jackie Taylor, which is my godmother.
Okay.
She both of them taught me how to work the stage and how to conduct myself uh, by being on stage and what to do and what not to do. So it was
Okay.
kind of like an artist development program as well. You know, teach you how to dance, sing, exercise, what you need to know to get prepared for a show. So what
Okay.
I did took that and just put it in my show. You know,
Okay. Okay.
yeah,
Well, that is good. And that's one of the best places to get that started because stage presence is everything. And then especially when it comes to theater, you're able to bring that over and bridge it over into your performances. So that's absolutely wonderful. And I see that you won a couple of awards in Chicago. And by the way, Theo, Mr. Entertainment Huff is from Chicago, Illinois. If I didn't mention it earlier, you were nominated the best Chicago music for the best blues act. And that was in what, 2009?
2009.
Why I don't go to church no more. Is that it? Or is that for
Yeah, that was from the Black Ensemble Theater. Uh,
okay?
I was the best club act that year. So
Oh,
every club that I used to sing in, they used to say, "Man, this man is ridiculous," you know. But you know, that's when I was really trying to get a heavy name in the streets like that in the
hmm,
clubs. Now I do corporate gigs, concerts, and arenas and festivals. Now.
yes, you do.
Uh,
Yes, you do. Like you said, you're
also,
super busy.
but I always, you know, try to reach out to my peoples and let them know that I love them. I thank them so much for supporting me. And, you know, I go out and let people know that I'm just human just like them. I just do what God blessed me to do. That's all.
And you have a great gift, that's for sure. You know what? Another thing I noticed here from your bio is the fact that I didn't know how popular the blues is in Chicago. And for some reason, I mean, I'm new to this whole thing, so count it, charge it to my
Oh,
head, not my heart. I really didn't realize that the blues is so well accepted in Chicago, and it's probably because I'm thinking about house music. I know house music is super big there,
mhm.
so yeah, yeah. So that's what I love mostly, but I didn't realize that it was just that great there. It was just, super accepted.
Yes, Chicago. They say it's the home of the blues, but
Hmm.
I would, you know, a lot of Mississippi people came to Chicago back in the day
Okay,
to
makes
get,
sense.
get try to have a better life, and they brought
Hmm.
the music from Mississippi to Chicago.
Okay.
Uh, that's what not Stax, excuse me, please forgive me. Chess records and stuff like that, VJ records back in the day, stuff
Hmm.
that how that occurred. Muddy Waters, Willie Dixon, you know, the list go on and on.
You know what? I just realized that I forgot about the movie. What movie was it that Beyonce played in? And she played Ethel. No, she played
Cadillac
the role
Records,
of it's Cadillac Records. That's it. I forget who
yeah.
she played. Etta. Um,
Etta James.
There we go. There we go. I kept wanting to say Ethel Waters. I knew that was wrong. Okay, so he played Etta James, and I do recall now from that movie. Yeah, that was straight up blues. I didn't think about that. Didn't put it all
Yeah.
together, but that's cool. That's cool. So that is great. So what do you have going on now? I know you're touring all over the place, having fun.
Well, I'll put it like this. I'm having fun. I'm walking slow. You
Okay.
know, once you have had mistakes in your life, you do stuff a little different, you know, and it's a learning process.
Yeah.
But I handle business a little different. I have shows lined up, and it's some more still to come. It's to come. So hey, I'm just enjoying the ride.
I know that's right. So your first recording, how did you feel the moment you made your first recording?
Oh wow! Oh wow! First recording.
And what
Ooh,
was the name of the song too?
the first recording, I was actually 14,
What?
and uh, I had I was like, "That's me." You know, it's just like meeting yourself for the first time. You don't
Oh,
know, man, I sound like that, and I couldn't believe it. But
wow.
the second time I recorded, I was 19, and that's when I came out with the Now It's the Time CD. And the
Okay.
first song was Now Is the Time. That was
Okay.
the second song, but that song actually I discovered my identity of sound
Okay.
because when I was 14, 15, all that, I was sounding like Tyrone, Johnny, Otis Redding, stuff like that.
Ooh.
But to actually hear the Theo Huff sound, I was 19.
Oh wow. Well, listen. Let's let our viewers. I was going through the comments really quickly. We had some folks online, Facebook and YouTube. Y'all shout out. Keep shouting out our guests tonight, Theo, Mr. Entertainment Huff, and it is welcoming you
Yeah.
with open arms here, right here on an interview with. Hey, Will Doss, thank you for tuning in. I'm going to be interviewing a couple of his people in a couple next month. I think it is April. Yeah, coming soon. Yes, we have.
Yeah.
If I'm saying it correctly, July or Jaleel. I know I said it wrong, but please forgive me. And Miss Poochie coming through. Southern Soul Singers out of Alabama, representing Alabama. So it's so glad to have you here, Will. Thank you so much. And hi, Sophia. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in, Warren. Thank you for tuning in, Terry. All right. Thank you for tuning in. Let's see who we have here. Thank you for tuning in, April. Thank you so much. My cousin Irvin, thank you so much. If y'all have any questions for our guests, please throw the questions in the chat. You know, we family, we love to talk to each other. And thank you again, Warren. Hi. Okay, so I had a couple of songs pulled up that we talked about earlier. Do you want the folks to hear one of them right now, or do you want to sing something, a little something, something?
I'm gonna let them hear it first. I'm gonna let them hear it.
Okay. All right. This is where the share screen comes in. And I'm hoping that you get a wonderful listening. Let's go here for a second. We're going to hear Soul Swing by Theo Huff. Theo, before we start playing Soul Swing, tell us what that whole song's about.
It's about having a good time, no matter if you're young or old. That's the time to do your thing and have a good time. Let all the stress go. This
All
song
right. It's a good
produced.
song for right now. I tell you that.
This song was produced by the legendary Mr. Mel Waiter. Check it out. Soul Swing.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I like the way you swing. Oh, baby, come on, girl, let's do it. Get you somebody, I don't care who it is. Just long as she can move her feet. I see a cutie over to my right. I bet she can swing that thing all night. Oh Lord, she can show you that soul swing. That's all you gotta do, baby. And just swing that thing. Oh, Papa, girl, just swing that thing. Get you a cutie, bring her to the door. She fine as wine and just your kind. Just bring her to you and spin her around. Now slide your feet and step to the side. Well, it makes no difference, oh, just move your feet and body and soul. Just take a slide and swing her around. She fine as wine and just my kind. Yeah. She's swerving that way, so swing. Don't care, baby. I swing that thing, so swing, oh yeah. Woo. Just move her feet and body and soul. Just take a slide and swing her around. She fine as wine and just my kind. Yeah. She's swinging that thing. Oh yeah. I like the way you do your thing. I want to swing that thing. You know how to move to the left and move to the right. Probably baby, she's swinging that thing. Oh yeah. You know what I like about her? She knock it down, all the way to the and then dig it up. Get you somebody. I don't care who it is. Just don't see can move her feet. I see you over to my right. I bet you can swing that thing all night. Well, swing that thing. Come on, baby. And swing that thing. Swing it. She's swinging that thing. All she made me say, take a better swing. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you like to swing that thing. I'll swing. She's swinging to the right. She's swinging to the right. She can swing that thing. All right. I tell you, the way she swing that thing. She turn over and look away. She shows us a conversation. Oh, yes, you do. Swing that thing, baby. Come on.
All right. All right. I like that song. I like that song. So
Thank you.
When did you make that song? When did you make it?
That song was recorded, I would say 2000 and I would say 16, 17.
Okay, not bad, not bad. And what inspired that song?
Actually, it was a song that was the last song that I recorded with Mel Waiters, but it was other songs that I recorded. And he said, Theo, man, this song I got, I think that you do something with it. And I heard it. I said, play that one more time. I heard it. I said, okay. I went in the booth. I knocked it out in the first take. He said, Theo, he said, man, he said, God, I ain't never worked with nobody like this. There's only one person I worked with, I mean, like really can record fast. He said it was Ali Woodson from the Temptation. It was a big plus for him to say that about me. And I just took it as a blessing, because from a legend like himself to say that to me, that meant a lot to me.
Yeah, that is awesome. And you said you did it in one take. So you just walked into the studio, he plays the music, or the band is playing, and you just, with your lyrics, just went there and just delivered a whole piece. I like that song. That's a nice song.
Yes. I love it. It's one of the biggest songs I recorded so far. So.
Okay. Well, Terry Hatcher said, we'd love to have some of your music on our station. And we're going to jump into she's with Untapped Talent Records and Untapped Talent Music and Untapped Talent Records. And they are based out of Atlanta, Georgia. It's a husband and wife team. And I'm telling you, they definitely have something to offer. Their radio station is wonderful. It's global, lots of listeners. So they travel as far as Italy, where you performed before. So yeah, they're all over the place. So yeah, we're going to take a listen to something that they have in a moment. They're one of my sponsors. And I do hear some feedback. Thank you, DJ Bilal. I appreciate it. He said one of us need to kill our mic. So I'm trying to figure out which one. I do hear some feedback a little bit. So, all right. Let's see what I can do. In the meantime, we're going to go to our sponsor. We'll go to Armstrong International Media and learn more about what Miss April have to offer. And Miss April also has a new song coming out too, so you'll hear a little bit of that in a moment. So we're going to step away for a few seconds and check out our next sponsor. Hold for one moment, please.
Armstrong International Media, or AIM, for the culture, for the collective, is the global premier cultural arts network where we hold all our power. A social media and marketing company, we also offer voiceovers, graphic design, commercial development, and of course, podcast production. Speak out loud to start your day or whisper into your evening. Discuss relationships or catch a one-man, one-woman feature. Dominating through testimony is, of course, poetry. Make sure to contact us for affordable packages to invest in your brand or your business. So make sure to follow, subscribe, like, and share. And AIM, for the culture, for the collective.
Feeling neglected, rejected, my mom molested from the mental anguish of being with you. Wanting to be rid of the pain I'm going through. Holding my pillow tight, damn, something just ain't right. If you can't feel me sobbing next to you in bed, is it all in my head? Have I created a non-existent problem between you and I? The guy who stepped from my dreams, I mean, it seems to you that I'm a bore. Cause out of 24...
We're back. Thank you, guys. I just wanted you all to meet our sponsors again. Untappedmusicradio.airtime.pro is where you can go when you want to hear some good music and talk radio 7 days a week, beginning as early as 8 in the morning. And also Armstrong International Media, also known as AIM, AIM, for the culture, for the collective. Um, Beautiful Black-owned woman CEO of a upcoming television and radio network, as well as her services in marketing and social media. You can get with them. I'm going to put the banners up in just a moment. Let's see here. Here we go. Untapped Music Radio, Untapped Talent Records. Also, Legion of Boom. So this is the plug I put out there for all independent artists who are looking for some representation, who need some beats, who need studio time. Get with the Hatches at untappedmusicradio.airtime.pro and www.untappedtalentrecords.com. And as far as Miss April's concerned, again, Armstrong International Media or AIM LLC. There you have her YouTube page as well as her Facebook page. She's for the culture, for the collective. Wonderful services that they provide, and they're here for the independent audit, independent artists. So please, if you're in need of any services, and especially if you in need of marketing and social media, definitely get with April for that. And April's also the artist of Untapped Music Radio, Untapped Recordings. I'm sorry, Untapped Talent Recordings. She is one of their first spoken word artists, and that song you heard is called "To a Friend." And she definitely is going to be blowing it up on the airwaves. So y'all get at these folks. They're here for you. They love independent artists, and I believe Untapped is looking for some more gospel artists out there. So for anybody who's in the gospel, please reach out to them. They are looking for more gospel artists. Okay. All right. So we are back with our special guest, Theo Huff. Theo, I am so sorry. I keep hearing a bunch of feedback in the background. I'm trying to figure out where it's coming from, but I haven't figured it out yet. So you may hear a little something, a little echo or something like that. I'm not sure. Can you hear any of that?
It sounds clear on this end.
Yeah, it sounds clear on my end too, believe it or not. But I do hear something. I don't know what it is just yet, but I hear something. So yeah. But anyway, guys, thank you so much. Anybody have any questions for Theo? And again, share my live, please. Share this live if you don't mind. And then if you're on YouTube, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell, because we do this every Tuesday night. We are definitely shining a spotlight on another one of our creatives, another one of our great talents. So if you have any questions for Mr. Theo, please drop them in the chat. All right. Okay, April's song "To a Friend" will be out March 28th. You can pre-order March 14th. Thank you, Terry. And then once again, she is saying, would love to have some of your music on our station. So yeah, they're looking for some of your music, Theo. So get at them, Mr. Hatches. I'll put their handles back up in just a moment. Yeah. All right. So that was a good song. Soul Swing is a really great song. And I have here some of your other favorites that you've done. Let Me Come Back Home, Just Enough Rope, and Wet Panties. You said the blues, right? Teaches us. You said the blues teaches us about life. So when we get to like "Let Me Come Back Home," "Just Enough Rope," and "Wet Panties," what are we to learn from these songs?
Well, when you say "Let me come back home," a lot of times it'll be a man that mess up at home, and he don't realize what he have had until it's almost gone.
Okay.
So you realize that, he said, "Baby, I apologize. Please forgive me. Would you please let me come back home?" So that's part of life too. Now it is some women like that, but majority of the time it's the men's,
Majority of the time it's the men's. Okay. So so out of everything that you've done, what would you say was the best advice you received from your mentors?
Oh wow, I had mentors like the late great Otis Clay,
Mm-hmm.
uh, Willie Clayton. The best advice. Oh wow, the best advice they they gave me was to learn the business, to learn behind the scene business.
Mm-hmm.
Because performing on stage is nothing but 15 to 20% of your business.
Got you.
The real business is on the back. That's how you are able to survive in this business. That was the best advice they
Mm-hmm.
gave.
Okay. Can you hear me? Your sound went out. Guys, I'm so sorry. The sound is going in and out a little. Yep, no sound. Can you guys hear me? Yeah, see, no sound went out. All right. Okay, thank you, Shelby. Hi, Shelby. Thank you for tuning in. Hi, Leslie. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you, guys. Mr. Entertainment, your sound is low for some reason. Hey, thank you for tuning in, Shelby. Uh-oh. So he stepped out for a minute. It's probably going to try to pop back in, guys. But thank you for everybody for tuning in tonight. So you all know Miss Shelby from last week. She rocked the house last week for us. And thank you so much, Shelby, for coming on entertainment. I mean, oh my goodness, entertainment. An interview with, hosted by yours truly. So yeah, I will do that. I will try some earplugs or maybe a head mic in the future. I'm not sure what happen. But that's a good question, DJ Blau. Does he, write his own music? Let's find out. Hey, we back. Can you hear us now?
Okay, you good now?
I can hear you too. You sound great. DJ Bilal was asking, he asked you write your own music, your own songs.
Yeah, I write 60% of my songs, but also I have other writers that helps me write some of my songs as well.
Okay. And so I don't know if you have any earplugs, Mr. Entertainment, but if you do, you want to try wearing them, and let's see if we can eliminate that echo or the sound in your background. I think it might be your background. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't even have no
Oh,
earphones.
don't worry about it. But yeah, so I have one of my guests, former guests. She's on here right now. Shelby Nadine Hosey. She calls herself Shelby, Shell, the letter B. She's from Vosburg, Mississippi, and she is known as the Southern Diva down there. Matter of fact, she was on the show last week and she rocked the house last week. So it was great to have her here. And thank you for supporting your fellow folks. I appreciate you for coming on tonight. So
Hmm.
yeah, she says, "Hey Theo,
Hey, Shelby, baby, how you doing?
yeah, you guys are some talented folks. You rock the house, and I'm telling you, I absolutely enjoy you all. I appreciate you guys, coming through and just helping us just get infused with this Southern soul sound. It's absolutely beautiful, you know. So when we talked about, I think before we kind of got disconnected, I was going to ask you, where did just enough rope come from?
Well, Just Enough Rope came from a writer. His name is Paul Richmond. That's the same man, Marzette Griffin and Paul Richmond. They
Mm-hmm.
teamed up together to write that song for me. Paul Richmond is the man, producer that wrote Shining Star for the Manhattans, wrote Love Mechanic for Willie Clayton, and In the Mood for Tyrone Davis.
Okay.
Uh, so, it was just a blessing to be able to work with a legend, a living legend producer like himself. to
Okay.
put that, you know.
Yeah, I bet it was.
Yeah.
I bet it was. And you basically just sitting at the feet of greatness. That's awesome.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Okay. Now, I asked you earlier, what advice were you given by your mentors, the people that you admire, the people that you worked with? What advice they gave you some great advice. What advice besides the business and learning the business that you will offer anyone coming in? If you when you're ready to pass that baton, what are you telling folks behind you?
I would tell them to try to take the time to learn the music business because the music business is constantly changing. You
Got
know,
you.
social media, learn how to market yourself. A lot of artists, they don't take the time out to invest in themselves. I mean, when it
Hmm.
comes to money, time, effort, you got to market yourself out there. You got to
Yeah.
let the people know what you're trying to do or what you're capable of doing. Because
Hmm.
how people going to come out to you, see you if they don't know what you're doing?
That's
So,
true.
I mean, and a lot of promoters, they expecting the artists now these days to promote themselves too. But ain't nothing wrong with the artist promoting themselves, but the promoter, if you put an artist on the show, you have to promote the show as well.
Hmm.
So I feel that it works on both ends. You have to just promote yourself, you know.
Yeah. Well, and how important is it to have management?
Uh, it's very important to have a representative that can able to manage, but you have to pray to God that He send you the right person for you to manage because everybody can't work with everybody, you know. But when God custom made a manager for you, then everything can run smoothly, you
Got
know.
you.
So
Hmm.
it's important to have a representative because you can't do this by yourself at all.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I am looking back at your bio, and I think people need to know that it says you honed your craft by performing on stage. You mentioned some greats already, but
Mm-hmm.
other greats, Coco Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I see Denise LaSalle.
Yeah,
I
I miss my
see,
one.
I see Benny Lattimore.
Yes.
You have really done some great work. You're well rounded with this whole genre, and have been blessed to just work with some of the greats. How did you get to Porretta, Italy? Did I say that correctly?
You got it. You got it, Miss Eunice.
How did you get over
Peretta,
there?
well, Peretta, Italy, it was none but God. I'm gonna say this. It was a promoter reached out to me through Facebook, and he said, "Hey, Theo, how would you like to perform overseas in Italy?" So I looked, and I thought he was playing. People be joking. So,
Hmm.
so I made a few phone calls, and I did some research on this promoter. And they said, no, he the real deal. He the real deal. So I sent him a bio of me, and he saw some clippings and stuff. And we handled this, the business, and that's what it wrote. He saw that I could sing some Sam and Dave, some Otis Redding, some soul music, and that's what they was missing.
Oh, I want to go to this another song. I'm not sure if you're going to get any feedback again, but I was wondering if you want to do anything a little bit live because maybe we may not get as much.
What you want me to say, Miss Williams?
Okay, so I want you to sing. Let's see. Huh. I mean, we can go with wet panties if you want to, if you can sing that. If not, we can go with just enough rope or whatever you want
Tell
to
me,
sing.
don't tell me that that's your favorite song right there.
Well, you said it's the favorite. You said it's the favorite of that. That's like a hot song. People would love to hear that way. And just enough rope. So we got to hear something, a little bit of something, something.
Okay. Uh, y'all ready?
We ready. Y'all ready? Let us know y'all ready in the comments.
Mm, here we go. Uh, Girl, I saw you from across the room. I didn't want to make my move too soon. I had to find a way to reach your mind. It was just a matter of time. And now this moment has finally come. Nowhere to hide, nowhere to run. That's when I rubbed her sexy thigh. Ooh, to my surprise, wet panties. Yeah, you turned me on. Wet panties. Woo. Yeah. I can't wait to get you home. Wet panties. Mm. Baby, don't be ashamed, girl. Wear panties. No, baby, 'cause you don't have to explain. No.
I like that. That was acapella. That was cool.
Thank you.
And
Thank
just singing just to a little finger snap. I know that's right. That is so good. So
you.
going to the future, you have some upcoming concerts between now and forever. So you want to like highlight a few of those tonight?
We got a show coming up. Actually, what is this? The sixth. I'm doing a show in Lombard, Illinois. I got a show. The matter of fact, May the 21st, I'm doing a show with the legendary Casper Slide, the one two steps to the left. Slide to well, you know the cha cha slide, man.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
I'm on the show with Casper, DJ Casper. I'm on the show with Howard Huey, Lenny
Oh
Williams,
nice.
Juwan Watson, Soul Collection from Chicago. I mean, we having a good time. It's May the 21st.
May the 21st. And you said it's where? It's gonna be up in Illinois?
It's gonna be in Chicago, Illinois. Yes, yes,
Oh wow. That sounds like an awesome show. Oh my gosh. You said Lenny Williams too?
yes.
Woo!
From the Manhattans. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Okay. Oh, you said the Manhattans too?
Gerald Austin, lead singer from the Manhattans.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay.
They,
I
I
think
heard they,
Gerald
I heard
Austin
they
and
just
I think
lost.
Lenny. Go ahead and say it again, please.
I heard they just lost one of their members, Tyson, uh, Ron
Um.
Tyson from the Temptations.
Oh wow. Okay, I didn't know that, but gosh, rest in peace. We're losing some of our greats. I tell you what. And I
Yeah,
think, if I'm not mistaken, I believe I heard that Gerald Austin and Lenny Williams are both from North Carolina. So, like I said, forgive me for not knowing like all of our, Southern blues singers that are, in R&B from the state. But I believe those two brothers are from North Carolina. So it's great to hear. We have a lot of great talent there, as a matter of fact. So all the states, all the talents, and all the states represented is just an awesome thing. So I'm just happy to be able to enjoy the music, like literally. Because when
yeah,
growing up, of course, I was more into hip hop and R&B, and now I love me some house music. But I used to hear some of what's considered Southern soul music and the R&B and the blues rather. But I would always try to say it was liquor house music, but it sounded good though. I loved it. I loved it, and I would usually hear it when I would go, down south and hang out around whatever. But I absolutely love the music. I absolutely love it. And as Terry stated earlier, let me find her comment. Terry Hatchett says that much of our music originated from the blues. So I just want to make sure that I highlight it because she's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. She's absolutely right. Here we go. Just want to show that really quick. Blues is where all of the other genres come from. That's it. And I agree. Rock and roll. We was
hmm
coming up. We thought Elvis Presley. That he was the king, and of course, he was talented. I'm not going to take anything away from Elvis, but Elvis was inspired
yeah, by
by
the blues.
by the blues. Yep, rock and
Right.
roll. Yeah, we could just keep going back and back and back. But that is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing to know that this actual genre is still kicking that you guys are taking the baton and keeping it moving, and you're sharing it. And even, you know, as I learned from my last artist, the last interview last week, the music is just so soulful. Like, and as you said this night, it tells a story. This is all the other music does, but this music here, it's like goes somewhere deep down. It's somewhere deep
Right.
down. Yeah. So it's not bad. What else you want folks to know about you?
I just, I like to let everybody know that, us as artists, and a lot of people look at us like we special people, which we all special, you
Mm-hmm.
know, but we just human, just like you are. And we know that we love you all. We appreciate you all for supporting us. Me,
Mm-hmm.
Miss You, uh, I appreciate y'all as artists and fans and friends. And I just love y'all so much. And I thank you all for supporting Theo Huff.
Well, we thank you too. We're going to definitely support you and continue to support you. You got to come back. I wanted to play another song so bad, but I'm so afraid we're going to get some kind of ugly feedback, and I don't want to ruin the sound at all. So I definitely, if you want to sing us out, you can sing us out a little something different. And y'all keep an eye out for Theo Huff. If you want to find Theo Huff, all you have to do for right now definitely is just go on Facebook, type in Theo Huff. Theo
Yeah,
Huff, and you will be able to go onto his Facebook page and find out everything that's going on with him today and upcoming events. So as he mentioned the concerts, you'll definitely be able to find out when those concerts are happening. If you happen to be in the Chicago area or wherever he's performing, please definitely go and support this brother. He has some great things going on. He's very seasoned. And like I said, he's going to be doing some great things. I've already called him a Ronald Eisner. He's going to be doing some great things. So
uh,
yeah. So is there anything that you wanna take us out with a particular song?
I just want to say this. I just want to say one thing to everybody that's listening to this. Yeah. I just want to say thank you for watching this show. Yeah. Bye bye. Yeah.
And thank you everybody for tuning in. Once again, thank you to our sponsors who are so great, so gracious to me. It's Armstrong International Media, also known as AIM for the Culture for the Collective, and Untapped Music Radio and Untapped Talent Recordings. Thank you guys so much for supporting me every week, and thank you to you guys for coming on. Viewers for coming on every week and just checking in to see who we have going on, see who we have, see what's going on, and we always here. An interview with is always here to shine a spotlight on our very own, on a creative, someone from people from all over the place. We're just here to support. And I'm thankful that you guys are here to support as well. So next Tuesday, live, 8 o'clock p.m., Facebook and YouTube, please come back and hang out with me. And thank you again, Mr. Theo. I appreciate your time. I really do. And I wish you all the best. And I do plan to come to Chicago at some point in time. So thank you for the invitation. I'm coming to see
All,
you perform, brother.
all you got to do is let me know,
I
and we'll
sure
make
will.
it
Okay.
happen.
All right. We'll make it happen. So everybody,
Well,
thank you again. Thank you guys for the comments, and thank you for just supporting this event. And again, please, you can go to YouTube and find all of Theo's music. He has some great music. If you like
yeah,
what you heard tonight, you're gonna love what you find on YouTube. And again, if you can, you got to see this brother in person. Got to see this brother in person. All
yeah.
right. So thank you so much, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week. Take care.
Love you.
All right. Love you too. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.
All right.
That's what we are. If you claim to be a child of God, we are warriors. Shawty got we a warrior, warrior. Stand strong and bold. We will never bend and never fall. No.
Feeling neglected, rejected, my mom molested from the mental anguish of being with you. Wanting to be rid of the pain I'm going through. Holding my pillow tight, damn, something just ain't right. If you can't feel me sobbing next to you in bed, is it all in my head? Have I created a non-existent problem between you and I? The guy who stepped from my dreams, I mean, it seems to you that I'm a bore. Cause out of 24...
I like sushi, girls that are bougie. I like you for me. I like ladies with cheese, red bottoms, please. Diamonds or platinum, black, Asian or Latin. From Philly to Manhattan, I'm a East Coast dude, kinda mannish, kinda rude. I like 'em bougie, bougie, picky and choosy, choosy. I don't do floozies, try to use me, only baked up.
I do my hair.